presentation of the National Football League.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. On the visitors' sideline, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys certainly playing with some confidence right now. 4-1 to start the season. On the other side, Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Illinois.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, offensive player of the week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out. And holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Now it's Burrow. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
On 1, ready?
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready? Start.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. 180. Nice hot. Stop.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. The Bengals at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here we go. Stop.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 62 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
What is that?
Right back to him on 1st down. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Bengals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
Gun.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career.
Here we go.
That's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leader.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. off the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
12-yard line.
Stop. 180. Stop.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Pickup of 2.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Stop. Stop.
He'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Gun. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4. Bengals offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half.
Here we go. 180. It's hot. Stop.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
First times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stop.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set. Stop. 180. It's hot. Stop.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 130 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
180. 180.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Stop. 180.
And now they will throw it to Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. He's got room at the 30. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back as
At the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. That way they continue to do it. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 43. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They felt he can win every battle.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up on Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
First times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
3rd down and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brings up 2nd down.
This 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. A short throw there, pulled in by Law. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 33, here's second down and 7.
At the 33-yard
Here we go.
line.
180.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 154 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Gun. Dot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground time. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now.
Here we go. Dot.
On second down, we'll try and run the counter. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go. Dot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Dot.
On second down, they'll run it here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Get set. Dot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go. Dot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Gun. Dot. Right it. Dot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
It's a gain of 2.
Here we go.
Third and 5.
180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Here we go. 12, stop.
They'll try again. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last two plays having gone backwards? His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that. Again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
2 things to watch. First, strength and being able to break out of that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
First carry for Samaje Perine. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here we go. 180.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
From the 40 now on second down. Burrow. Into space at the 45. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
1-1, ready? Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender. What am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, can. Stop.
Hands it off out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On 1, ready?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1 yard line.
Gun. Stop.
He'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
11.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line. Here it is, 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 10, 30 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these off.
The Bengals game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback from the University of Illinois.
Team success always trumps individual success in the game of football. But still, it's nice to be recognized as the AFC Offensive Player of the Week as he was last week.
Yeah, that was announced on Wednesday, and he was really spreading the ball around, hitting his spots maybe as good as he has in a while.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's good for our Bengals.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gun.
The 44-yard line.
180. 180.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit of enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Results